Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again back to the boob-tastic game, Sakura Spirit. Last episode was the first episode of the series, and we got introduced to the main character, Takahiro, as well as a couple of his childhood friends who all had some very interesting information about a mysterious shrine in the woods where you can go and pray for good luck, because he has an upcoming judo championship for international recognition. So we're now in the shrine, and as we've been standing here, we actually got this weird, mysterious female voice to start talking, and I'm not sure what he did to make her start talking, if it's just his doubt in his heart, or if he activated something by entering the shrine, or what the deal may be, but we're gonna go ahead and find out more about what's happening. So this is just a female voice.
How curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet he stands here, surrounded by the very thing he denounces. Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there? Quite the cliched question, but the right thing to ask is, where am I?
What are you talking about? Show yourself.
Not yet. Entertain me for a little while longer, would you? This is a place like no other. Why did you come here, if you do not believe in things such as luck?
I came here to prepare myself.
Oh, do enlighten me about what this something might be that you're preparing yourself for.
I felt a little bit annoyed as the questions continued, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I would be able to find out where she was hiding. I'm preparing for a tournament, a judo match.
Judo? What might that be?
Seriously, you don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art.
Aha, so you're a warrior, hesitant to go into battle, and came here in hope of finding the resolve to fight.
I'm not sure about the warrior part.
How fortunate. It just so happens that there is a need for one of your kind.
My kind?
A hero. This shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return.
Sounds like what the others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So what's next? Do I offer up my allowance or something?
Don't be silly. Money is of little importance to a hero. For you, the sacrifice will be something of much greater value. I will be looking forward to seeing what destiny has in store for you.
As if on cue, I began to feel nauseated the moment the girl's words reached my ears, my head spinning wildly. Slowly, I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard. Oh, were they actually? Oh my god! Was this person actually hiding in the shrine?
Good luck, hero. You're going to need it.
Holy shit, that outfit though. Wow, that does not leave much to the imagination. Despite my attempts to get back up, all I managed was a brief look at the girl. The sight of horns and a tail left many questions, but before I had a chance to utter even a single word, my consciousness succumbed to darkness. Here we go again. We're gonna get warped somewhere this time, I bet. Rays of sunlight stirred me back to life, a groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. To make things even stranger, the path that I had followed amidst the trees seemed better maintained than I remembered. I should probably head home. I wonder if she sent us back into the past or something like that. That would be interesting. That thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby.
Get back here! Hikage, stop them at once!
Just what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them.
Yeah, I think they noticed what's missing, Oni-sama.
Keep running, little one, and we might just make it. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footfalls could be heard nearby.
Oh my! Holy crap! This is an exciting looking scene and quite a bit of boobages. Anyway, what in the world is going on here? Further ahead, I saw a couple of girls in fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about this scene. something that didn't make any sense. The girls being chased had the ears and tail of an animal, and the pursuers appeared to be armed with a katana and a naginata.
You conniving girl, come back here at once. Return what you stole immediately. Give me back my panties. Hey, Hikage, how can you say something out loud like that?
Haha, panties, panties.
Oh, or haha, oh no. Help save us from the rampaging women. Hee. As I watched the girls run off, I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. This is gonna take a lot of work for me. There's a lot of female characters. Hopefully I don't get their voices mixed up. I'm gonna sort of develop them as I go, and hopefully that's good enough, guys. I'm very sorry for any mix-ups or anything. While I didn't know what in the world was going on, the two girls armed with rather realistic-looking props, surely they couldn't be real, had me worried. I couldn't very well call myself a hero if I let something like this go by without acting. I'm so going to regret this. Mumbling in annoyance, I chased after the girls. Hikage, go around to the left. Right. I said left. Why do you always undermine me? I wasn't saying right. You know what? Never mind. Just run after them.
As I was chasing the girls, I noticed that the trees seemed to be getting denser, making it gradually more difficult to navigate along the path.
Oni-sama, I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to feel a bit.
Just a little longer,
Mako-chan? I think I'm saying that one right. Mako. Once again, let me know down below in the comments how I should be saying that one.
Mako-chan, we're almost. Mako, not that. Not now.
Sorry, Oni-sama.
Scissor attack.
I arrived just in time to find a scene taken straight from an action movie. The girl with the blonde hair had collapsed, held in her companion's protective embrace. The two armed girls were approaching them, almost unmistakably with killing instincts running amok. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt it. Those girls were going to be in for a beating if I didn't stop them.
We've got you now, thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on.
Oh my god, what is happening here? I'm sorry for all the reading difficulties, guys. I'm just very taken aback by this entire scene here. Anyway.
Yeah, although I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kinda nice.
Oh my god.
Keeps me feeling fresh and tingly.
Those are the words you want to use for that? Oh god.
Hikage, goodness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you. It's about our undergarments, stolen, and those two criminals being brought to justice.
Oni-sama, it hurts. My head hurts.
Shh, it's going to be okay, little one. Hey, guards, if you're so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch.
Stop it right there. However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl tossed something into the air. Whatever it was flying straight towards my head. Of course it was. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered. Ugh, I can't see! Who the hell tosses a... Peeling the items off my face, I raised them into the air, looking like a professor, examining an important sample while the thieves made their escape. A pink bra and lacy black panties? Oh boy, I knew this wasn't going to end well. This game is incredibly anime, guys. Really, really anime.
Ah, you there! Are you in cahoots with those crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch. Drop the panties right now.
I'm innocent until proven guilty. It's one of the golden rules of the court. Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into shish kebab.
What? No, stop. Stop, or shut up. Just drop the evidence and walk away. I am,
Tsukino? I think that's Tsukino Mio. Tsukino Mio. I'm gonna go with that one.
Tsukino Mio, chief of the village guards, and I'm ordering you to drop what you're holding right now.
I don't know any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop would go around dressed like that and wielding a katana. More importantly, The ground here is muddy and dirty. Are you sure I should drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but...
Yeah.
Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me, the pointy end of her naginata aiming for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time, and I was able to palm away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upwards on the wooden shaft of the weapon, sending it up into the air and causing the girl to lose her balance.
Narumi, I did not order you to attack.
Fine, fine. I give them back. Jeez, just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. Extending the hand that held the undies, I tried to hand them over, something that I would soon end up regretting.
Ha! You think I'd fall for something so simple? Fool! You may have fooled me once, but I won't let that happen again.
The woman strung her weapon wide, arcing the thick wooden pole into my side before I could dodge. She then lunged forwards and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, leaving me with sore ribs and in a prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only lead to more fighting. With the possibility of ending up stabbed, I decided to remain passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly.
Your methods might be crude, but they do get results, Hikage. Tie him up. We'll bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding.
Right. And people wonder why criminals want to resist arrest at all costs. I mumbled this weakly as the girl with the naginata tied my wrists together with rope, and I soon felt myself dragged by the duo towards the city. Surely, once we're out of the forest, you two will stop this act of yours and let me go, right? As much as I like to fool around, I have more important things to do.
The city? Ha! We're not taking you all the way there. You'll be spending the night in the village cells, thief.
Who are you calling a thief? I'm the victim. First I get undies tossed in my face, then I have to deal with physical abuse, and now these accusations? Besides, there's no village around these parts. It's a city, you know, Tsukino Toshi.
Silence, Hikage. If he speaks again before we get to the village, you have my permission to knock him unconscious.
Tsundere tyrant.
Hey, that's funny.
And that's how I ended up on my way to a jail cell, cuffed and dragged by two girls, both of who I started to suspect were crazy. This is a pretty weird scenario, but I feel like we were probably transported into the past and possibly a fantasy setting, seeing as how there's like Fox Spirit girls, and there's obviously also all this medieval type stuff going on. When we exited the forest, alarms set off in my mind. The city I had lived in my whole life, it was gone. You've got to be kidding me. If I wasn't in Tsukino Toshi, then where the hell was I?
Hey, no talking. Come on, I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda. Maybe a punch or two. I just want to know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily.
Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. With the right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look more like they belong in some sort of a classic samurai movie.
Huh? What the heck is a movie? This is Maru. It's been here forever. Hikage, I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again. Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me I had to.
I like her a lot. She's funny. Must be tough, being the subordinate of someone like that.
Be quiet, or I will silence you for good.
This time, it didn't seem to be an idle threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played a hero earlier. Hopefully, there would be someone with more common sense in the village. Several minutes later, what's gonna happen to us, guys? I'm honestly just like kind of shocked. I'm not super surprised because the game is very hokey and it set itself up to be like super goofy and very anime, but at the same time, it's still weird to read a panty scene ever. It's just like really goofy and at the same time makes me somewhat embarrassed to do the things that I do here on this channel. Anyway, I soon found myself confined within a small room, the stern-looking tsundere of a girl glaring down at me, while the other girl, who was apparently called Narumi, seemed to have softened up a little. From what I had gathered during their conversations, they had called the village elder to help oversee my questioning.
What purpose did these thefts have? Or are you just some pervert who gets off sniffing girls' undies. I ought to castrate you.
Oh god, please don't. Please don't do that. That would be horrible.
I already told you, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention, anything worn by you would probably smell sour.
Oh man, dude, that's the wrong thing to say. Not to mention, that sounds nasty. I couldn't see too well from the cell where they had put me, but I was almost certain I could hear Narumi laughing nearby. Ah, here's the village elder. And before we find out what the village elder wants from us guys, or if the village elder is going to understand who we are, because we are allegedly a hero sent back into this era or place, wherever it may be, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys on a cliffhanger. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, even with all the reading issues. Hopefully I can also solidify the characters' voices for the next episode. I will do my best. It's very hard to be hit with that many characters all at the same time. I hope you guys understand. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.